Hello, everyone, and welcome to BCORE 107/110, Viral Epidemics, and to your first quarter at UW-B. I'm your instructor, Dr. Susan McNabb. We're going to be learning about viruses and the diseases that they cause. And in that respect, this is a natural world course. But we'll also be learning about how we respond to these viruses as individuals and communities, and that has more to do with individuals and society, so it's also an INS course. What will we focus on? Although initially I thought we'd focus on COVID-19, I've decided that a better strategy for us will be to start with Zika, a previous pandemic, and once we've investigated that in a number of different ways, we'll understand more about the process of this course. And then we'll dive into COVID-19, and then we'll also investigate some other viruses, because viruses, it turns out, are very diverse in terms of everything, their structure, their genomic material, and the diseases that they cause. So yeah, but we're going to focus on viruses, and in part because viruses are not considered to be strictly alive. We could, of course, talk about other kinds of epidemics and pandemics, but just because this is already such a huge field, we're going to focus on viruses. And it looks like they are most likely to be the cause of most of the major epidemics and pandemics coming up. Let's see. So I wanted to just welcome you to the course, but also tell you a little bit about how we'll learn. Let's see, and I guess I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that we are going to be synchronous and online. So you might have seen that when you, hopefully you saw that when you signed up for the course. Synchronous means that you and I, you all and I, will meet together on Zoom twice a week, or potentially more, because I'll have office hours on Zoom also. But we're using Zoom as our key tool to your learning process. So Zoom is an online teleconferencing tool, and then we need also we'll be using Canvas, of course, a lot, and then we'll actually be using Google Docs a lot. So we're going to spend a lot of time on the first day just kind of figuring out how that works. But you need to be able to get to class. So I'm going to, I haven't yet set up our Zoom links, and I'll be doing that in the next day or two, and I'll be sending you another email about that. Tech is absolutely essential for this course. I had some students ask already about whether or not you need to be visible during our classes. And I'm going to say no, I believe that UW cannot require you to make yourself visible. But what I would like for you to do is, if you do not have Zoom yet, if you would download that onto the computer or phone that you're going to routinely use for class meetings, and get that set up so that you can log in when I do send you that Zoom link, that would be great. Let's see. If you do not have a laptop or other computer that you can routinely use for this course, and you don't, and it would be difficult for you to obtain that, or if you do not have Wi-Fi, if you don't have internet access, at least on a routine basis during the time of this course, then one of the things you'll need to do is get in touch with UW-B's IT office, because they have some available for loan for students who have need. Let's see, what else do I want to say? So much to talk about. Let's see, I did want to say that we're going to spend the first day primarily introducing the course and getting to know each other a little bit. So I'm going to count on you all to be there and ready to engage. And I think we can save all the details for then. So looking forward to seeing you on Zoom on either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on which class you're in. I have two different classes, two different sections of the same class, so you'll know which one you're in. Make sure you're there. Thanks. See you soon.